Hi, I'm Bridie, and we're at Pine Island Games looking at Nut Hunt. So Nut Hunt is a route building game where you are controlling a faction of squirrels who is trying to control certain areas of the forest. You'll get objective cards which will tell you which areas in the forest you need to have control of. For example, from Willow Wall to Hickory Haunt means you need to have a continuous line of squirrels from here to here in your color. So a turn goes like this. You'll start by rolling the dice and moving the fox. The fox will move according to whatever you roll in the direction on his hex. So in this case, he's going to move directly down. Once he gets there, any squirrels that are on that hex need to scatter. The player who is controlling them can decide where they go, but they can't go where the fox came from, and they can't enter any hex that says no entry. So they'll have to run away, which is how you can sort of mess up people's routes, and that's one of the fun aspects of this game, is that none of the routes are scored until the end of the game, so you have to keep control of all your areas. Once you get there, you're going to collect your resources. So in this case, you're going to get 2 chestnuts to add to your hand of cards, and that's shown right here. So wherever you go on a hex, we'll have a forage. This is 2 chestnuts. Something like this can be a choice of 2 chestnuts or 2 pecans, or one of each, any combination. If you get to one area like this that's got any color, you can choose any combination of nut cards. Once you have your cards, then you can take one of 3 actions. You can either hassle the fox, which lets you move him again, recruit a squirrel, which is adding a new squirrel to the board, or if you've got control of your areas, you can draw 2 new objective cards and keep 1 and add it to your hands. So to hassle the fox, you're just going to pull him into any adjacent hex. You're going to say, all right, I want the fox to go here, and then when you get there, whoever's there will have to run away, and you'll only get 1 nut for moving him a second time, so you would add that to your hand. If you don't do that, if instead you recruit a squirrel, what you can do is use any combination of the cards in your hand to add a new squirrel to the board. So if I'm the yellow player, I might want to spend 1 acorn and 1 chestnut to add 1 squirrel here, because it costs 1 acorn and 1 chestnut. Foraging is on the right. The cost to recruit the squirrel is on the left. Some of them are more expensive. This is 4 of the same. Some of them say no recruitment. That means you can't recruit a squirrel there. He has to be chased in by the fox. The third option, again, is doing the cards, and so those are the 3 things you can do. If at any point you get 3 squirrels of the same color onto one hex, so let's say the blue player paid 2 pecans, they're going to go ahead and put their 3rd squirrel there. They immediately become a dray. So they're going to pull up, and you're going to put your nest of squirrels, your dray, right there. Now, if the fox is to ever move into this area because somebody hassled him or because you rolled it, the loose squirrels would still have to scatter. They have to run away because they can't stay with the fox. But this is up high in the tree. The fox can't get to it, so it's completely safe. These are good ways to anchor your routes and make sure that the fox can't do as much damage. The game ends when someone has placed their 4th dray on the board. They'll take it, and once they place their 4th one on the board, everybody gets 1 more turn, and then the game is immediately over. And you're going to count up your points. So the way that you score is the points on the bottom of the cards for every card that you've completed, plus a distance bonus. So while this is 4 points, they are 2 hexes away from each other, so you're going to add 1 and 2 to the distance bonus to make that card actually worth 6 points if you've completed it. Any card you didn't complete is worth -2 points, no matter how much it was originally worth. You'll add it all up, and whoever has the most points at the end wins. The game plays up to 5 players, and even at a full player count, only takes about 30 to 45 minutes. It's a light to medium family weight game, and we kickstarted it last year.